Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Joe. Welcome to SNES is Life. This is recap number 125. Quickly going to cover my thoughts on the above games. Let's get it started. Big Sky Trooper. This was an unexpected game, actually. I have heard people say positive things about it before, but when I look at it, it looks very Fisher Price. It looks very, very kiddie, almost akin to like those like Mario preschool games or something. It looks very silly. I did not know that it was made by LucasArts or produced or published or whatever. I didn't know LucasArts had a hand in it. But after playing it, you can definitely see it in there. That kind of whimsical 90s point and click adventure sort of nonsense almost. So you are a kid recruited in a satirical story of an army to go figure shit out and beat the bad guys. It is kind of an RPG. There's a large galactic map. You have to fly your ship to different planets. The levels are very, very small with a little bit of puzzling element to them. Uh, it becomes very fetch questy. Hey, I need A. Go to B to get thing for A. You go to B. Go to X. Go to X. Get thing at X. Go to A. Go to here. Go to there. And the navigation is kind of annoying because to fast travel you have to go individually and drop like space buoys. But once you do that, you can just fast travel to planets, which is nice. It was surprisingly much more interesting to play than I had expected. So I gave it a thumbs up. I could see some downfalls in the whole fetch questy thing. I got very, very lost on the level that I stopped playing on, which was very much a maze. And I'm sure if I'd gotten some graph paper out, it wouldn't have been hard to map out. Again, the levels, when you're on a section, it's not a big section usually. And the levels, normally they walk from one side of the map, you just pop back out on the other. It's, a never ending globe, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. But the maze level had me turned around. Anyway, thumbs up. It was a very interesting game. I think if you're a fan of the LucasArts stuff from the 90s, you'd almost certainly enjoy it. So go give that one a look. Decent style. Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. This is a complicated one. It is not really a Mario game. It is a Yoshi game. It is, I guess, the start of the Yoshi platforming series, honestly. But you get crying baby Mario on your back, which has made me never want to finish it because I am not good enough to avoid hearing crying baby Mario. Otherwise, I actually really like the game's aesthetic, music, and gameplay. Like, if you could just take Mario out of it, I think it'd be fine. And I'm pretty sure there are ROM hacks that eliminate his voice. So, I mean, that is an option for those who are emulating the game to go find a ROM hack to cut him off. But, yeah, Joey played this one. Seeing everything they did was impressive with the Mode 7. This used the Super FX chip for some polygonal stuff, and it just looked really nice. And again, the transformations in the helicopter and the race car and the mold digger, like very cool concepts. And I should probably actually play through this one at some point, but I never have. But it's definitely getting a thumbs up as well. Like, I may not personally be in love with the game, but I accept that it's a good game. So give that one a shot. Third, we have Todd McFarlane's Spawn, the video game, based on Spawn, the movie from 1994-5-ish. This is a beat-em-up game. It's a comic book beat-em-up game, and there's a lot to it, actually. I think you actually might be witnessing the clip I pulled here. It might be from my downfall, so that's kind of a bummer of a clip. But, oh no, I did beat this guy eventually. So what's really interesting is you have access to all your powers from the beginning of the game. And it's very kind of combo-centric, sort of a la Street Fighter. A whole block up, down, B or something like that. And you'll do a special thing where you shoot these lasers. Or you can teleport. Or you can, jump up and land on their heads. All these other things. And these are all available from the start. In the top right, you have a power meter, essentially, which starts at 9,999. That power meter progresses with you throughout the game. When it gets to 0 or when it gets low enough, your powers cost points. And if you don't have the points, you don't have powers anymore. Now, as far as I could tell, there's nothing you're going to pick up throughout this game that's going to increase your power. So you are, at the beginning, a fully loaded car, and you just have to get to the end before running to empty. There are obviously continues. The life bar is fairly generous. The normal enemies are not a big deal. The boss enemies are some bullshit. They have these weird attacks that they do, like, you see them coming, but if they connect, they take an insane amount of energy away from you. Like half your health. Like there, you just see like a third of my health bar disappeared. I found actually the way around this, guys. I would walk it there. That one hit me, and bam, another third of my health bar goes, and bam, I'm dead. If you kick him, he does damage to you, and you have iframes. And so I would sit there and kick him, get the iframes as his special went off, so that it wouldn't hit me. and eventually, I do beat this guy. Anyway, the gameplay itself is actually really good. I really enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the combo-centric ideas of it, the Street Fighter-like moves, the different specials that were available. The art looks fantastic. The music and animation are both great. I liked it. I gave it a thumbs up. I think if you like Spawn, if you like beat 'em ups, you'll probably like this game. I don't like how difficulty spiked the bosses are. I'm sure that a better player can learn those patterns a little more and avoid the attacks and get through it. I didn't. Meh. I can still like it. It's a good game. Give Spawn a look up if you like video game beat 'em ups. Next up, Super Tecmo Bowl 3 Deluxe, the final edition. Good God. It's Tecmo Bowl. What do you want me to say here? We played Super Tecmo Bowl and Super Tecmo Bowl 2 already. This is Super Tecmo Bowl 3, just a continued evolution. The graphics look fine. I much prefer the horizontal football gameplay as opposed to the vertical like Madden's. I feel like you just get a better view of what's on the field and where things are at. It has the traditional like 2-page playbook with swap sides. It's football, and unlike Madden, which I hate, I don't feel like Madden has ever been fluid enough in this era for me to enjoy. But the Tecmo Bowl games always had such a good fluidity to them. They didn't feel slow or clunky or anything to me. And Tecmo Bowl 3 continues that. It just moves well, it plays well, it looks good, it's fast, it's frantic. I was actually losing this game in the first half. I was down 23-6 or something. I did eventually claw my way back and win, so there is that. But yeah, it's a good game. Tecmo Bowl 3. You couldn't... If I were to pick any sports game that is traditional sports, not like arcadey Mario sports or NBA Jam, like a traditional sports simulation game that I think anybody could play and enjoy, any of the Tecmo Bowls, Game Boy, NES, Super NES, any of them, totally recommendable. Like I've played all of them at this point. I enjoy them all. They are all fun games that play well. High recommends. Thumbs up for Super Tecmo Bowl 3. And finally, we get Mortal Kombat 3. Now, I screwed up. We accidentally played Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I'm pretty sure the only addition here are extra characters. I could be wrong. Maybe there's a little bit of change in there. But it is what it is. This game it's Mortal Kombat. It looks like Mortal Kombat. It plays better than It plays better than the other Mortal Kombats. It still has a slow kind of clunky movement. They gave you a run button in this one, which I think is pretty cool. And the computer has no chill whatsoever. Like, we put it on easy, and we got through the first fight or two, and it wiped us out. Just crushed our souls, man. So if you're going to play this solo, this is one of those games where it's just you're going to die a lot. We expect you to memorize moves and get good at what you're doing. The 1 hour we spend with the game is not enough time to do that. So we played against each other a little bit, but then against the computer, it was a hopeless situation. Even with save states, I mean, it would start getting a combo off on us and just devastate us. But as far as a 2-player game goes, it is Mortal Kombat. It's hard to go wrong with a good fighting game with 2 players. I think it probably evolved better from 1 and 2. The graphics look a little cleaner. The sprites and animation look a little better. The rotoscoping is still a thing. But again, I think they've cleaned it up better. They've learned processes throughout the years to make it look nicer on the Super Nintendo. So Joey brought up an idea where, if there's a game that's a 2 or a 3 that we approve, it can kind of retcon the other. So, like, we probably gave Mortal Kombat 1 a thumbs up. But, I think Mortal Kombat 3 is just evolving Mortal Kombat originally. So, like, you could pass on Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. Go ahead and get Mortal Kombat 3. If you're playing with you and your buddies, it's a fine game. We gave it a thumbs up. But this is it. This is one of those rare occasions, like the launch of the Super Nintendo, where we actually had 5 games we gave a thumbs up to. So rare. And I know it's not going to happen in the next set, because I think the next set of 5 games is like 4 sports games. So I don't have a lot of hope of repeating this. But that is recap number 125. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us, as always. Continue to watch. Appreciate you. We'll see you in the future.